day 3 of reviewing the Executioner Build-A-Figure wave, and like days 1 and 2, another Spider-Man to wait, hold up now. This ain't any Spider-Man I know of. We're going to have to investigate this one. What is good, my peeps? It's the Ruckus. Back at you again. We got another action figure, and we have got another figure in the Executioner Build-A-Figure wave by Marvel Legends. And today we are taking a look at not Spider-Man. Dark Avengers Spider-Man. Entirely different cat, for sure. And when I mean different, I don't mean Ben Reilly either. We'll get into that momentarily, but for now, you can see what's going on. We've got Spider-Man there with 6 arms. Now, we've known Spider-Man to have had 6 arms before, but this ain't that guy. We could see what's going on in the clamshell. He has a Build-A-Figure part for the Executioner, and we'll check that out also momentarily. You've got Marvel on the bottom. We got Marvel on the top. We have got this guy in his web looking just crazy, and then we have a thumbnail, and then on the rear we have another form of art showing him, and this I believe was taken from a clip in a comic back during the Dark Reign saga in Marvel Comics. We also have the sketch down below of the Executioner, as well as the 7 figures in this wave. 6 are needed to put the Executioner together. We've already looked at Logan, World War II Logan, Wolverine, which does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. And we've looked at Iron Man, the Mark 72 armor, the Mysterium armor. And we do have a readout here. And I'm going to butcher his name because this is, I'll explain in a moment, but I'll try to get through this bio. After Opaque helped Norman Osborn escape from the Special Containment Center, Osborn recruited him to become Spider-Man on his Dark Avengers team. Like I said, I'll explain a little bit more of who this guy is. I'll have to say his name at least one more time, so I'll probably continue to butcher it. But hey, I'm being transparent, let you know that that's how it's going to go down. As we can see, our guy Dark Avengers Spider-Man does not come with much. An extra set of hands there, the wall crawlers, another head sculpt, and he comes with the right leg to complete the Executioner. We'll of course set that aside, and as we gather up all the parts, and then we'll put Scourge together at the end of this particular wave run. Now that we have the full-bodied shot of Dark Avengers Spider-Man, we can see that he's basically mimicking symbiote or black suit Spider-Man in terms of the costume. And the crazy thing is, this isn't really a costume. This is him. As I stated before, and I'm going to butcher the name again, Opaque. That's the way it's even spelled is crazy. The I is AI. But anyway, he was in the Dark Avengers. He was actually the second Spider-Man in Dark Avengers. The first one was Matt Gargan, a.k.a. Scorpion. And then after that, this guy. How he came to be in the Dark Avengers, he actually freed Norman Osborn from whatever containment facility they had him in. And here's a fun fact about him. He is a spider god, thus the 6 arms plus the 2 legs, 8 limbs. And he had a black and white spider logo on his chest, Like I said, this is actually part of his body. And he's a bit thicker than any Spider-Man we really know of. And yeah, he became the Spider-Man for Norman Osborn's Dark Avengers team. So looking at him close up, you can tell very, very similar to symbiote or black suit Spider-Man with the mask. I mean, it's just same as everything, always black, all black, and then you've got the Spider logo, which is an actual part of this guy's body. Same thing can be said for the rear. Thing looks pretty cool there. Looking at the arms, 6 arms. So if you want to see how Hasbro managed to work that out, you can see. And this is the third technically, yeah, no, this is the third version, the third iteration of Marvel Legends putting out a 6-armed spider person. The last time was Spider-Man and in the Morbius 2-pack. So that's how that goes down. Anyway, we may as well take a look at that articulation. There isn't too much to talk about in terms of the design. So the head is on a ball hinge, so you can look up that far. He can look down that far, get his chin on his neck, and it's kind of tight, so you're not going to get much in the way of tilting. Of course, you can 360 it. Now we've got 6 arms to go through, and basically they're all operating the same. As far as the top is concerned, you can get a T-pose that far, and you've got the bicep swivels, you've got the double jointed elbows, and the swiveling wrist hinges that they hinge horizontally. As far as that second set, oh, I should have mentioned that you can rotate, but you're going to run into that second set of arms. So that, speaking of that second set, that's your T-pose right there. Getting it behind the third set, you can rotate it. Once again, you're not going to get 360. You do have the bicep swivel and the double jointed elbows, and of course the swiveling and horizontal hinged wrists. That third set, this is, make sure I got it all. This is your T-pose action right there for the third set. Of course, you're going to run into all of that trying to rotate it. You've got the bicep swivel and once again double jointed elbows and hinged and swiveling wrists horizontally. You do get a diaphragm, and you're not going to get much going forward. We almost never do. You want to get a little bit, and going back is almost null and void because that second set of arms, since it's connected to the upper torso, it's causing it to run into the back there, so the back won't even move. And normally when it comes to the diaphragms, we get better articulation going back than forward. And our side to side is somewhat limited. We do have our rotation, although it does break up the paint job. We can do the splits that far out. We can kick 90, go back decently. We've got the thigh cut. We've got the double jointed knees. Make sure I can get that in there. Yep, the double jointed knees. We do have a calf swivel. We can point our toe that far forward, that far up. We do have ankle pivot, and there are holes at the bottom of those feet. So, crazy, but not bad in terms of articulation considering what we're working with, you know what I'm saying? So that is our guy, Dark Avengers Spider. And here's how he looks with that other head sculpt with the, we'll call it the beady-eyed look. Here's the 6-arm Spider-Man from the Morbius 2-pack. And he does stand a little shorter. They did make the Spider-God version here on our left, a little bit chunkier, just a little bit, and he was more muscular in the Dark Reign run. I went with showing this for obvious reasons, and I could have played the comparison game since we have basically all of the cast for the Dark Avengers, even Hawkeye. We had gotten Hawkeye, which is really Bullseye, a while ago, and you could tell from the costume. But we are in need of an update for that, and then and it would be nice to get an update for Ares as well. But we do essentially have all of the characters for the Dark Avengers. And there we have it. The Marvel Legends Executioner Wave Dark Avengers Spider-Man. Apace. And thankfully that's the last time I'll have to say that name. Anyway, 6-arm Spider-Man. This is a definite updated version, if you will, to what we once got in terms of 6-armed Spider-Man. Definitely a different torso and a bit more muscular. This figure is, because that's what this character is supposed to be. It is a spider god, if you will, and was definitely it was an upgrade, if you can believe it, over Matt Gargan with the Venom symbiote, because this guy was just naturally, I mean, like I said, he was a spider god, so he probably was definitely one of the most powerful members on that squad, second possibly only to the Sentry himself. And we've got him here now in plastic form. And if you've got any of the characters from the Dark Avengers, or all of them, like, all of them, even including the ones that need updates like Ares and Hawkeye, then you are doing well. You've basically got a completed team for all intents and purposes. So bravo to you. And also bravo to you if you let me know what you think about this figure down below in the comment section. And to like the video while you're down there. And if you have not already done so by now, and why not, hit that subscribe button, because we would love to have you. And then hit that notification bell, and you'll know the next time I upload a video, which will be very soon as we continue our run through the Executioner Wave. Until that time, see you next time. Peace. And here's how he looks with that other head sculpt, with the, we'll call it the beady-eyed look.